what's funny is people are like, when marketing, when marketing. It's like, guys, we're number five cryptocurrency. Part of it is just make sure you have a great, strong evangelistic community and you grow
Hmm.
through word of mouth and that you don't lose people. So if you have low churn and high virality, you don't need to spend a single dollar on marketing. Organically, you grow and take over the whole world. So that's one dimension of it. The other is we have been working on improving the product marketing. We have been working on improving the campaign marketing. And the foundation has also been working at improving their marketing. So I'd like to launch a few campaigns. We've had persistent delays there. However, it doesn't seem to have hurt adoption. By every metric, we've had explosive growth of
Yeah,
wallets, social mentions. We're getting a lot of mentions. We have to get some materials ready to go before we get that hockey stick growth because we want to onboard people the right way, or else
yeah,
it'll become untenable to manage a community of that scope and scale and size. The other thing is I'd like for Voltaire to be a little bit more evolved and stable before we get explosive
I
community
agree.
growth. It's both a blessing and a curse. If you grow too quickly, like MySpace did, you actually poison the system. If you grow too slowly, you lose that network effect and you never take off the rocket pad. So you have to grow just at the right speed, and you also have to have the right infrastructure to sustain that growth so that the people grow into a positive place. Like Lex asked me, hey, when do you want to come on the podcast? But why would I want to go on a podcast at that scale before the IOG rebrand is done and Gogan has launched and some of these Africa deals get sealed? Because in June, I can have such a deeper conversation with him and say, instead of we will do this, say we've done this. That's the kind of stuff I can do in June that I can't quite do in March. The other thing is there's going to be a huge discussion about Cardano 2025. That is a marketing machine because that's basically the ICO replacement. The way that we're doing Cardano 2025 is something called a DCF. And basically the idea is you get a bunch of companies together, you have this beautiful set of goals and vision and management structure, and you say, hey, community, this is how much we need to go and get it done. And then they vote on it, and it comes out of the treasury system. So if that happens, then people realize this is the new way of funding open source infrastructure development, which means I can go talk to the Linux people. I can go talk to any of these open source projects, talk about how this is an alternative when you have this model. And it's going to create a lot of imitation in space. Everybody will be like, when we got into ICO mania, if the Cardano DCF is successful, everybody will be doing that. So that's a huge marketing artifact as well. I don't worry about it all. I have access to all the people I need to have access to. There's a bit of timing, strategy, and pacing that has to be done.